Hello folks, this is Alex here from BWOne.com. Today I'm here to review the Samsung Focus 2 4G LTE from AT&T. This device is priced at a very nice $49.99, and with a price point like that, you know it's going towards the demographic of first smartphone buyer or someone looking to upgrade from a feature phone, or someone that's looking to have a very fairly powerful device but isn't looking to break their pockets. I'm going to dive into the hardware, the software, and just the day-to-day use of the device and see whether this device at a price point of $49.99 is a bargain or not. Starting from the back, you have a 5 megapixel 720p HD recording camera. The 720p is a limitation of the software. When Windows Phone 8 is released, that's definitely going to expand, but for right now, all Windows phones have 720p HD, so you're not missing out on any type of experience. You have the speaker grill up here. You have a single dual flash. You have your Samsung logo, your Windows Phone logo. It's a white glossy back. When I take off the back plate, you'll see how Samsung-y this device really is. They just love this stuff. They love making their devices out of just this hyper glazed polycarbonate plastic. This is just pure plastic, none of that hyper glazed stuff, but it's very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S3 in design and feel. It doesn't hinder the quality of the device, because when you have it in your hand, it feels quite compact. The chrome finish surrounding the whole entire phone is a nice touch. It is plastic, but it does give it a nice industrial design. Going back to the battery door, you have your 1750 milliamp battery that, from moderate use, day to a day and a half, you'll be okay. Anything more than that, a heavy user, you might want to bring a battery charger with you. Like I said, it's an LTE device, so that's also a part of the phone that's sucking in the battery. It comes with a micro SIM, which is nice for a budget device to have. Makes the phone kind of smaller, and this white design all the way through does give it a nice touch. You have your power button on the side. I've commented this on unboxing. I do not like the placement of Samsung's power button. It's not intuitive. It would be better fit if it was, where your index finger is on both hands. It's just more convenient that way. But you'll get used to it. It is sort of flushed with it, so you can't. It's hard to get a feel for it without looking at it. So that's kind of troublesome. But you have your dedicated camera button here. That's standard on all Windows Phone devices, guys. It's a great feature of for the platform, because if I just have it like this and I press it from the lock screen, it goes straight into the camera, which is great. I don't like waiting or just unlocking the phone then having the camera button. It's for that quick use, snapshot, and and the camera itself, I'll be posting up sample shots, and sample videos on the website, and you can check for yourself. But the quality, sadly, to me, it seems better than the Nokia Lumia 900, which is about $50 more. So Samsung isn't ripping you off at all when it comes to the camera. It's fair game. Don't expect anything great, but don't expect anything bad either. Hello folks, this is Alex here from BWOne.com. Today I'm using the camera 720p HD on the Samsung Focus 2. Quality is not that bad. As you can see, even from inside here, the plants look pretty greenish in color. There you go. Here you go. Going to the front of the screen. Going to go back to that. Lock the screen. You have a 4-inch Super AMOLED display. It's WVGA at 800 by 480 megapixels. The resolution is also a limitation by the software. You've probably seen tons of reviews of people complaining about it, but it's not that bad, especially on a 4-inch Super AMOLED device. You can't compare it to the 720p Super LCDs or maybe even the Super AMOLED Plus, but that has a pen-tile display, so I won't even give Samsung credit there. This device is pretty great, for the price point in terms of the screen quality. You have your front-facing camera, your proximity sensor, and your ambient light sensor, your AT&T logo. Samsung goes with the 3 capacitive buttons, your back, your menu, and your search button. This thing's packing a 1.4 gigahertz Snapdragon Qualcomm processor. The processor is 2nd generation. It's not going to give you anything spectacular, but because it's running Windows Phone software, the integration is perfect. You'll never find a slow Windows Phone device because their hardware requirements are strict. You have 512 megabytes of RAM. It gets the job done because you're going to be multitasking. The Windows Phone software kind of limits it between 5 and 8 apps, and you can control what apps you want to multitask with. So that's a great feature of the software. So the RAM is more than sufficient. I'm going to be diving into the software now. He put his back plate back on. Before I do that, I want to give you a size comparison. of the device. Here's the Nokia Lumia 900 in the same sexy, you know, white color. I'm a fan of Nokia, so I'm kind of biased right now. But thickness, it's almost the same. You know, in terms of design, you have, you know, this black slab. It almost looks like if it's in a case in a Lumia. Here is just, you know, a regular Samsung device, but it's not bad. You can see from there, compared to my Nexus, another Samsung device. Thinness, I give it to the Nexus, but in terms of height, you know, it's a bit shorter, you know, than screen size. You know, let me just do a little screen comparison. You got your 4.65 inch on the right, and then you got your 4-inch zoomer on the left. Going into the software, here's a touch, you know, the touch lock screen. You're gonna drag that up there. Now I'm going to show you a little example of the processor and the speed of this device. Here you go that way, go that way. You know, open up apps, close them, go back to the browser, see the multi-touch. Multi-touching on this device is amazing, guys. I remember when I had a Palm WebOS Palm Pre, and the multi-touch was similar to the iPhone at the time. Same goes for the Windows Phone. You know, for up and coming platform, the integration of hardware and software is pretty amazing. As you've seen, I just pressed the capacitive keys. The lights are bright as hell. At first I saw it, I thought, you know, this is gonna piss me off. It looks cheap, you know, it reminds me of a Chinese curved phone, but that's not the case. It's actually it benefits because when you're in the dark, Samsung has put a feature where it kind of diminishes the light after a couple seconds, which saves battery life. But when you're using it, it lets you know where it is, so that's a great feature to have. Go back to the browser, you know, you have your bookmarks like that. There you go. Xbox Live, if you haven't known, you log in from your gamer tag, you log in, you get all your scores or your friends. Oh, let me let my guy pop up, see how cool he is. There you go. You tap him. There you go. There's a little freshness. He actually looks just like me, so that's not bad. Going to the People's Hub, this is one of the features I love about Windows Phone. This hub pretty much is your go-to spot for social networking. It has Twitter integration, Facebook integration, LinkedIn if you're a business guy, and you can comment and like, you know, posts from the People Hub. And again, it's fluid. It doesn't slow down. This is a phone that costs $499, guys. It's definitely a great attraction towards someone looking to upgrade. There's my, you know, I'm trying to look all handsome. There you go. See, actually that's crazy. Let me see. You go across here. There you go. Hold back the back button. You get multitasking features. There you go. Search button. You got Bing. Bing has become one of my favorites. I'm a Google guy. I have, you know, Google products, but on a Windows Phone device, Bing does have great integration. If you see here, the little buttons at the bottom, you got voice to speech, speech to voice, whatever you want to call it. You have your QR scanner, you know, Bing Vision. It has a great feature where if you have text that you don't know, like in a different language, in live real time, it'll translate it for you. It isn't perfect, but it is cool to have and show off. You have music, which is kind of like Shazam. You play a song, it listens to it, and it connects it to the Zoom Marketplace. You have your local scout, which pretty much shows you the areas around you where you can eat and drink, you know, spots to hang out, see and do, you know, places to shop. And again, the experience isn't hindered by this processor. I want you guys to keep that note because you're looking to buy a device for cheap, but a bargain, and you're definitely getting one. Thing about Windows Phone is Microsoft does not allow OEMs like Samsung and HTC to customize the software too much. So what they do is they come out with their personal apps. The one here is Samsung Now, and what it do, it gives you stocks, it gives you news, it gives you anything you need to know in terms of, you know, quick access to news. It's not that bad. I like it. It's kind of bland when you open it. The presentation on the outside is great, but you know, I'm not a fan. If you go to the marketplace, they have Samsung Zone, kind of lame, but lame name. But here you go. You have your Rubik's Cube Mini Diary, Fun Shot Photo Studio, RS Times, Tango. That's on all HTC and Samsung apps. They all linked it in to their own zone, which is kind of lame. You have your wireless manager, video call now. Photogram. It isn't Instagram ripoff. Pretty much, you take a picture, you can customize it. You have filters, sort of like Instagram, but you can't upload it. Third-party app is the big issue with the marketplace. You're gonna find the apps that you need on Windows Phone, just like you would on any other platform. But the third-party app integration with the software is somewhat laggy. The multitasking shows that. You go back to an app, it doesn't open as fast. I think with Windows Phone 8, that's going to be obsolete. They're going to get that all refined up. But for right now, third party app selection is the one Achilles heel of Windows Phone, in my opinion. What else can we do here, guys? You're gonna have your pictures. The Pictures hub is awesome. You log in once, it sucks in all your Facebook photos, all your Twitter photos, anything that you didn't think that you had, it will suck it in. Like, here you go, your mobile uploads. It comes automatically with a SkyDrive account. They reduced it. It used to be 25 gigabytes before the Google Drive came out. It's now 7 if you're an old user of the live account. You can still keep that 25 gigabytes, but for now you get 7 gigabytes of free data. Going back to memory, this has 8 gigabytes stored, about 6 available to you. Windows Phone has the cloud, so you're not going to need the internal memory as much, and in my opinion, I think that internal hard drives and memory are going to become obsolete in a couple years because of the cloud system. So I don't think that's anything to change you from buying this device. Some things to note that I've taken: the screen is 4 inches, but with all these big guys out here like the Lumia, and the Nexus, it leaves much to be desired. I found myself, my fingers being adjusted to the bigger screen, so when I'm typing on the keyboard, let me show you here. The keyboard is amazing, by the way. I mean, my bias is my bias, but the keyboard is pretty awesome. Type it out. It's fast. It's fluid. There you go. There you go back. You can attach videos. MMS support for videos is not a part of the Windows Phone yet. We should be getting the Tango update on this device and other Windows Phone devices on AT&T soon, but as right now, Mango does not have that. You can send photos. Let me see what else you have here. Go back, go to your settings. You got themes. The customization is not a huge part of Windows Phone OS. It does let you select color themes like teal, purple. I'll change it for you just so you can see what it does. And you have 2 choices of background colors, which is white and black. The Super AMOLED screen makes blacks look very nice and crisp. It's nothing close compared to the Nokia Lumia's clear black display, but it's okay. Going down speed, I just love the fluidity of the software. It's the #1 attraction for me.